Nowhere is flawless, but let's be honest, Switzerland comes very close. The Alps run through half of the country, and the landscapes and towns look like they originate from divinity. We're talking about glacier-capped peaks, thunderous waterfalls, fairy tale turreted castles, and lakes in the most bizarre hue of turquoise blue. The red trains twist up mountains to reach unfathomable heights, while clanging cowbells ring out across mountainous meadows that you may skip down with Heidi-like glee. Even the metropolitan cities have stunning vineyards, lakes, or river settings, and the Alps are never more than a whisper away. Switzerland is unmatched in terms of its natural beauty. Traveling is also enjoyable, whether by car, train, or bus, so here we are with the top Swiss tourist attractions that'll make your trip unforgettable. Number 10. Jungfrau region, the best place to experience the mountains. The lovely Jungfrau region is the cherry on top of Switzerland's Bernese Oberland's alpine cake. Sky-high peaks, glaciers, and thundering waterfalls strike awe wherever you go. Switzerland's Big Three graze the 4,000-meter mark, the Eiger in Oger, Monk, and Jungfrau Virgin, which are immortalized in climbing folklore. Ride to the everlasting snow at Europe's highest train station, the 3,454-meter Jungfraujoch. Trek, ski, sled, and zipline among mythical mountains in Grindelwald, marvel at waterfalls abundant in Lauterbrunnen, and do every extreme sport possible in Interlaken, including skydiving, ice climbing, and glacial bungee leaping. The Jungfrau region is great outdoors at its most spectacular. You'll be sorry if you rush through this area. Take a week or more to go in deep. Number 9. Bern, best city for medieval flair. Bern is one of those I can't believe it's the capital trivia question, but Switzerland's first city deserves more attention. With miles of covered arcades, underground stores, restaurants, fanciful folk figures, atop 16th century fountains, and the eye-catching Zitglage, the cobbled flag bedecked medieval old town, is a UNESCO World Heritage delight. This red-roofed city looks wonderful from every viewpoint, framed by wooded hills and divided by the turquoise Aare River. With its monster that feeds on youngsters and local bears, it's great storybook stuff for kids. Big hitters like the Einstein House, the Kunsthaus, and the Renzo Piano's wavy Zentrum Paul Klee will lure you in. Swimming, tubing, rafting, and paddleboarding along the Aare River are popular summer activities. Number 8. Lake Geneva, best place for romance, vines, and castles. With its mountain backdrop, spirit-lifting views, vineyards, and shoreline necklaced with gorgeous cities and castle-crowned towns, crescent-shaped Lake Geneva is a joy to see in Switzerland's western crook. Geneva, with its rainbow-colored Jet d'Eau fountain and Mont Blanc peeking over the horizon, wraps along the lake's southern shore. With big hitting museums and galleries to absorb, botanical gardens to stroll, lidos to swim in, old town cafes to hang out in, and bright yellow mouettes ferrying locals over the river. Surely one of the world's most picturesque commutes. The worldly city is a fantastic launchpad for exploration, however, don't stop there. It's an easy boat or train ride to Lausanne, which may compete culturally with Geneva, particularly with its Plateforme 10 Arts District. Number 7. Zermatt, best place for outdoor activities. The 15,000 feet Matterhorn, a fantastic jagged fang of rock that flings above all the alluring timber chalet-filled alpine resort of Zermatt, has more pulling power than any other peak. It is Switzerland's mountain emblem, so treasured by the country that the pyramid shape of Toblerone chocolate was inspired by it. Zermatt is more than just a single peak. Climbers have been coming here since the mid-19th century, and it remains a popular destination for hard-to-do summit ascents today. Instead, visit Matterhorn Glacier Paradise to walk, ski, and stare over a sea of glaciers and peaks. Number 6. Swiss National Park, best place for nature lovers. Is there only one national park in Switzerland? Sure, we know it's a surprise, but trust us when we say it's a good one. The 172 square kilometer Swiss National Park, tucked away in a remote corner of the country southwest on the border with Italy, is the Alps in overdrive. A nature-gone-wild spectacle of high moors, forests, wildflower-freckled pastures, waterfalls, jewel-colored lakes, and mountains as high as the sky, where ibex, chamois, marmots, deer, and golden eagles roam and fly free. Begin on the right foot by learning about walking routes and ranger-led guided treks at the Zernez Visitor Center. Number 5. Bellinzona, best place for La Dolce Vita. Bellinzona, with its historical castle standing high and the Alps beyond, offers a taste of the best of Italy's food and culture in Switzerland. Its old core is braided with flower-draped lanes, Renaissance churches, and cafe-rimmed piazzas that fill with liveliness, laughter, clinking drinks, and the out-of-tune toll of innumerable campanelles. Seeing the castles, including the mountaintop Castle Grande, should be at the top of everyone's bucket list. Bring a drink and wear comfy shoes, or you're gonna be sorry. Number 4. Jura Mountains and Lac de Neuchâtel. Best place for a remote road trip. The Jura Mountains are a natural wonder in the dark forested hills along the French-Swiss border. This tranquil region has its own beauty: verdant meadows, ancient woods, rocky outcrops overlooking a trio of lakes against an alpine backdrop, and slow-paced villages and valleys that haven't altered in generations. Start with a road trip. Begin your adventure at the Jura Vaudois National Park, where you can go on treks with dress circle views of Lake Geneva and sample Gruyere cheese at modest alpine chalets. Swing north to Lac de Joux, the watchmaking village of Les Sentiers and Valorbe, which is dotted with some of Switzerland's most beautiful limestone caves. During a journey to Lac de Neuchâtel, you may bask in the thermal waters of Yverdon-les-Bains, tiptoe through the lushy rolling Val de Travers, and explore the Crescent Moon Canyon of Creux de Vannes. With its fantasy of beautifully turreted chateau, the cultural Neuchâtel is an appropriate finale. Number 3. Appenzell and northeastern Switzerland, best place for family adventures. The best location for family outings, northern Switzerland lacks the Alps' in-your-face drama, but it delights in its own calm, thoroughly rural manner, with the dairy farmland unraveling to meet the mountains and half-timbered, gaily muraled towns, all perfect for a postcard. The small region is ideal for a family vacation with a dose of culture and gentle adventure. Begin at St. Gallen with a tour of the World Heritage Abbey Library, a literary marvel, and a feast of Rococo art and architecture. Continue to the charming Appenzell, stopping at the Chaux Casseray to try regional cheeses. Liechtenstein's royal castle-topped capital on the Rhine is nearby. Go south into the Alps to the Santis at 8,205 feet for views of 6 nations, and then to Weddenberg, a speck of a medieval hamlet, the home to Switzerland's oldest timber houses. Number 2. Lake Lucerne, best place for lakeside romance. Lucerne, which sits on the shores of its sparkling namesake lake, is a medieval dream of a city with an unmistakable enchantment. It'll captivate you as you stroll along the promenade as the sun sets in a blaze of gold and pink, or as you cruise across its waters to mythical mountains such as Mount Pilatus, where Wagner raved about the alpine panorama and Queen Victoria trotted on horseback, and Rigi with a light so sublime that Turner painted it in 3 different methods. With its medieval Kapelbrücke Bridge, jumping across the Reuss River, and the Jeune Nouvel designed KKL Arts Complex, and Sammlung Rosengott housing a prized private collection of Picassos, the small city punches much above its weight culturally. The same sites that enchanted Gotha, Queen Victoria, and Wagner in the 19th century will enchant you as you stroll past the Belle Epoque hotels bordering its beaches. Number 1. Basel, best place for art lovers. The best location for art lovers? Basel, in terms of popularity, is rarely mentioned. That, however, is a mistake. This Rhineside city has it all. World-class art at some country's best galleries, a buzzing food scene, avant-garde structures designed by Pritzker Award winners, and effervescent cafe culture. Spend several days exploring the center, which includes the Kunstmuseum and its fine art collection, the Renzo Piano designed Fondation Bayer, and Frank Gehry designed Vitra Design Museum. Basel appealed to those who look beyond the sights. Hire a wigglefish, a fish-shaped waterproof bag from the tourist office, change into your swimming suit, and float downstream to the city's monuments. It may be the best for you, but it all depends on what you like doing the most. And with this, we've reached the end of today's journey to the Switzerland beauties. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, subscribe and share the fun with your friends too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.